welcome to my next video in the series for GraphQL automation. In this video, we are going to see how we can automate GraphQL using Postman. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so as I will keep posting new videos related to software testing, automation, and other tech related videos. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to see how we can automate GraphQL APIs with the Postman. So for automating GraphQL APIs with the Postman, I will be searching for few open source GraphQL APIs which are available in public. So for doing so, I will be going on google.com and there I will be searching open source GraphQL API. So here you see you will get some results, and the result which I am interested in is the first result which is on this page. I will open it, and then here I will see list of APIs which are public. There are a lot of APIs, you can just go through them, try to play with them, and you can also try testing them, how you can test them on graph on Postman manually. But since I wanted to automate the APIs, I will be picking up one API. So let us pick up this country API, maybe this one. So before automating it, I want to try it whether it's working fine or not. So I will just open this link in a new tab, and I will just go on this tab, and I will try to see. I will just copy this link, and now I will try to hit whether we are getting the desired output or not, desired response or not, for this query, which is the query for object country, which is having some names, which is, let us see what is the output coming. Okay, so you see I have list of countries here in the JSON format, and I can see that it is having lot of countries name. Now I would like to automate this thing using Postman. I will just open my Postman, and you see I'm here. Now what I will do, I will resize the window. So as you can see, I have lot of response in the JSON format, and here if I want to search any particular country, let's say if India is there or not. Okay, so yeah, so as you can see, we have the name of the country with India. Now let us just automate this API, and we will do this using the Postman. I think most of us should be aware of Postman. So I believe if you are not aware of Postman, maybe you can just look up to any other tutorial so that you have some basic idea how Postman works. I will just open Postman, and I will create a new query, and I will just create a request, and I will just name it maybe GraphQL automation, and I am not going to fill everything. I'm just going to save this. I will be saving it in maybe, yeah, GraphQL folder. If you want, you can just create new folder. So maybe I can create new folder, GraphQL example, and then I will just save it. Okay, so finally now we have this page, and on this page what I will do, I will just select this post method, and on this post method I will be hitting the GraphQL endpoint which I want to test. So as I told previously, I will be testing the country endpoint. So I will be just adding this URL in the in this URL field, and I will just add this now. So for example, if I am going to send anything, you are not going to get any data because we don't have any body right now. So I will just go in the body section, and from the body section I can just tap on GraphQL, and I can just go to the Chrome browser again. I can copy this and I can come back to Postman. I can just paste it. Now if I send the response, so I am getting some response here. You can see in the response body, if I am sending any request, I am getting all the response. Now since for me this API is looking good and it is working fine, I can validate that I'm getting some JSON response from the query, and the body is looking something like this. There are a lot of options to see how we can see the response, but I will be just using Pretty. Now I will try to automate these queries. In order to automate, what I will do, I will go in this test section, and my first test case, it will be, let us see what we can choose from this snippet. Okay, the first test case that we can choose is status code 200. Now these are ready-made snippets. You don't need to use, or you don't need to design the test cases from scratch. You can just utilize these snippets and you can just use them to test your basic functionality of the API, if it is working fine or not. And let's see if for me this is working fine. So what exactly it is doing, it is just checking for the status code 200, and it is calling the response which is this data that we are getting. It is the response to have status 200. So basically they are using some internal libraries, Postman libraries, to validate that to have status 200. Now if I'm going to send this request, so you see in here are some tabs where I can see lot of data, and here in the test result I can see that status code is 200. So basically this is not a good idea to test for the status code for GraphQL, because what I have seen, like most of the time they are already having status code 200 even for incorrect data or for incorrect response. So I will be adding few more tests for the GraphQL. The second test that I will be adding is, okay, let us see what we can add. Okay, I think we can add contains string, and for this what I can do, I can just change the test case I want to. Maybe I can write uh, body matches string. So I can write, maybe I want to search any particular country, and that country string should match the body. So what I can do, I can write India maybe, and should contain India string string. And if I pass here India, let us see if our test case is working fine or not. So now I will just tap on send, and oh, so you can see we can find India. Now if you are having any confusion, I mean if you are like, if this test case is really working fine or not, what we can do, we can just throw here some junk data. so that we can validate that if it is working fine or not. So in this case we will be reliable also that okay, our test case what we are writing it is correct and it is not just passing any junk data, and all the test cases are like not false positive. So I will be just adding few, maybe any junk data like a b c d e f. Now I will just send it here. So you can see the test case is failing. Here is the test case which is failing, and it is also giving us the response. It is also printing some error, should contain India string, but assertion is expected country to be India, but it is showing some other errors. So you can see it is not working fine. So now if we want to check again that if any other country is also working fine or not, okay, let's do this one thing. We can again add a new test case. So for adding a new test case I will again write, so this is the same test case which I am writing, and I can write here should contain I am maybe Malaysia. Let's see if it is searching for Malaysia or not, and I will just pass this value Malaysia. Now let us see if this test case is working fine or not. So remember this is our third test case, and we will just go down and you see our text string, test string is containing Malaysia. Now if I go here, I copy this Malaysia, maybe the string that I am passing, and if I go here, you see there are a lot of responses. If I want to validate the response also, I can just command and find, and I will try to search for Malaysia if it is there or not. So here you see you can find Malaysia here. Now let us automate few more test cases. The other test case which we can automate is maybe okay, we can automate code name has a string. I think command it, not this one. Okay, we can automate this. So basically this will validate the whole body of the response that we are getting. So basically we can modify the test cases like verify body is correct for country code API. So now what I need to do, I will just need to pick up the response, which is this response, which is here. Just let me move it up. So here is the response. I will just close this find button. Here is the response. I just want to validate that this response is having some body and it is a string. So now what I can do, I will just go here. I will just copy paste this thing, and within this thing I will just paste it. So okay, I think I did something wrong. Okay, let me print it again. Okay, now you see there is no error here, and now I'm just going to send the request, and we are going to see if our test case is failing or passing. Okay, so now you can see our test case is passing again, but if you want to validate that if this response test is working fine or not, maybe I can just add in the beginning, I can just modify this to something like this is also a string and it should not work fine because it will try to find out Afghanistan with a semicolon. So now let's see if this is working fine or not. You see there are two failed test cases, and here is the failed test cases which is here. So I will be changing that test case again back to normal, and okay, So now you see our test cases for failing, passing. Sorry. So now you can see our test case is passing, and actually we can do one more test case for this GraphQL API. And let me just remove this test case because I need to go down a lot. So I will just remove this test case, and you can just use it for writing more test cases. But right now I'm just leaving it as it is. I will just comment it out. And now there is one test case which is data. I am searching for something with JSON data. Okay, yeah, this one, JSON value check. So in this video we are going to see the JSON value of the response. So now we are going to pinpoint the particular response that we are getting against different parameters in the object country object. And for that I need to, okay, let's modify this to verify country name. Verify, verify, sorry, COUNTRY, country name. Now I am going to see if this is returning correct value. Now the test case, this is not the test case that we are going to write. We are going to write different test case. And for that, if you go here in the body section, you see this data. Inside this data it is country, and inside this country it is name. And for particular this attribute we are having some response which is our country name. So in order to find this, what we can do, we can just go here in the value and we can change it to data. Now we are inside data. Now I want to go inside country. So in order to go inside country, I will just go here. I will write dot and I will write CUNC. Remember, country is in capital letter, C is in capital letter. Now inside this country I want to go maybe on the first index. So keep in mind this country is an array, and in this array there are a lot of elements saved. Not in which part of array I want to go in, I need to specify. So how I will specify that? Okay, I want to go here and I want to go here. This is how we do. Now you see, if I am going to run this test cases, it is going to fail because it will be seeking for equal to 100. But let's see what is the response we are getting. So as we go here, so you see, uh, this is expecting for the test case. If we go here, verify country name, assertion error, expected name Afghanistan to deeply equal 100. But what we are getting, uh, we are getting something here. We are checking the value with 100, but actually we need to validate it with Afghanistan. So it is expecting Afghanistan. Now let us just change this to uh, name Afghanistan. Now let's go here and just see if it is working fine or not. I will just go here. I will add these things. Okay. Okay, maybe, okay, it is not going to work fine. Okay, you know why it is not going to work fine? Because as I was telling, let's do it Afghanistan. And here you see, I am into country 0. And what country 0 is calling? I should tell them what country 0 is calling. So country 0, which is the first index of this response, it is calling name. So I will just try to add name, and now I will be trying to validate if Afghanistan is working fine or not for this particular response. And I go here. So you see, verify country name. Now it is working fine. So I can validate this that Afghanistan as index 0 is working fine. I can modify my test cases like verify country name at index 0 should be Afghanistan. Okay, and here I can just send it again, and now I will see the changes. Verify country name at index 0 should be Afghanistan. So this is how you can write GraphQL test cases and you can automate them. Now, if you are having any questions like how I can import the responses, or how I can just use it in a CI/CD, I think that I will try to make a video on that. But as of now, if you just go on Runner, you can just go on Runner and search for the API that you are searching for. So I just need to run for this. I will just run GraphQL, and you see I have different queries, one, two, three. So this is the queries which I have written for this particular lesson. So now I will just run it, and you can see I have five pass and two fail. If I want to see single test cases, I can just go there. So likewise you can automate all these things, and you can just add it in a CI/CD pipeline, so that whenever there is any change in the test case, or maybe any change in response, or and that change is not intended, you can just capture the bug. Okay, so now I think that is looking good as of now. So do let me know how was the video. I would like to hear more about it. And just before going, I can just mark this test case pass. So which test case it is filling? Okay, this one. I will just change it and I will send it. So now you can see all the test cases are passing, and you can automate these things. And likewise you can create different requests, and you can just add them in collections, and you can run them in the runner in order to automate them all together. Hope you like my video. Do subscribe to my channel. I would be glad to help you if in case there are any more questions, and do share my channel with your friends and families. Also, subscribe to my channel and give a thumbs up to my video if you liked it. I will keep posting new videos related to software testing, automation, and other tech related videos. Thanks for your support.